So proposed spending plan from the police department here. You've heard me say it many times, and we've talked about staffing over the years from the police department for police officers. Currently, with the levy that passed, we are currently at authorized 63 commissioned police officers. The national average per thousand of officers per thousand is 2.3. I just like to use round math, not round numbers, and go 2 officers per thousand. That we need 76 officers if we base on our population at 38,000. But it sounds like we use 39,000. So if somebody use 40, so it's all over the place. But roughly, I say we're at 38,000, and so we need 76 officers. So we're a few behind. So the plan that I would recommend is that we would hire 3 officers with this 1/10 of 1%. We would need to purchase another vehicle, patrol vehicle. Vehicles are not cheap. Of the 117,000, 100,000 of it is the cost of the vehicle. We put in a depreciation fund about $17,000 a year. I would leave that 117. So if we purchase a vehicle in say 2027, I would leave that 117,000 there for 2028 and subsequent years, because as budget cuts, we lost a significant amount of our depreciation fund for vehicles, and so this would help offset and start replenishing that fund for vehicles in the future. The third spot is the public disclosure analyst. Whenever you hire additional police officers, you need a support staff. Our officers are not going to be successful out there if we don't have the support staff and the team behind the scenes at the department. You need record specialists, you need front counter staff, you need all the support personnel. We've seen a significant increase in public disclosure requests, records requests coming in to the police department. Right now we have 1 full-time person. I currently have moved 1 of our record specialists to help that work, and I'm planning on working out of classification pay for the individual. So our recommendation would be that we would hire a second full-time public disclosure analyst, and that would allow other person to go back to doing the record specialist work, because obviously now we also get records requests for our body cams, which everyone wants the videos, and so they like watching them. But nonetheless, that's a significant increase in our workload for our public disclosure analyst and record specialist. And then the remainder of the fund would be for the indigent defense. I know we've had conversations in the past. Law passed that where we have to, public defenders can only have a certain caseload. Obviously, that's stair step, so we started seeing an increase in our budget this year. We're going to see an increase in the public defense costs next year. In 2028, it starts going up even more. And then in 2035, based on the current law, the local public defender's office, just for City of Longview, would have to hire 26 attorneys and 12 support staff. That comes with a very significant price tag. And so obviously this money would then help start trying to help budget for those costs. And then we ballparked that about the remainder of the funds anywhere about 400,000 to 800,000. If you're looking at the current sales tax revenue that's coming in, these numbers were based on about 1.5 million. I forgot to mention this 1/10 of 1% sales tax is different than the one that got passed by the voters. This 1/10 of 1% includes the revenue from the sale of vehicles, whereas the other 1/10 of 1% does not. And that, obviously, as you've heard, our sales tax revenue has done pretty good this year, higher than what we anticipated coming in. But
the housing tax also includes vehicle sales, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So that is my proposed spending plan if you chose to utilize the 1/10 to 1% sales tax.